Hello and welcome back to my channel. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Lenice. I'm a nurse and I do these cool little nursing videos. If you are not new here, hello, thank you for tuning into another one of my videos. You already know what I'm going to say. Thank you for tuning into my video because you could be anywhere in the world, baby, but you are here with me and I am extremely grateful.
If you know exactly what I wanna do, then I'ma get a business too.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. 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 You could bet.
So today is just going to be a short bonus episode for this week because the girls on TikTok, they are fighting.
Hey! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting!
Nurse Talk does not play, okay? You cannot come for Nurse Talk and not expect something to happen to you, all right? So just to give you guys a brief rundown, a young lady posted on her TikTok why there is currently a nursing shortage, and she says that there is a nursing shortage due to nurses basically just not wanting to care for patients. Saying that nurses get into the career field because they think that it's all cute, that you can go to work just to look cute in your scrubs and not have to do any work. And that's the reason there is a current nursing shortage. Well, Nurse Morgan, if you don't know who that is, this is Nurse Morgan. She posted a video in rebuttal, but during the video, she did practice a little bit of elitism. She basically said that the girl couldn't understand why there's a nursing shortage because she works at Circle K. Well, Nurse Morgan has an army. I mean, she has an army behind her like Rihanna, like the Beehive to Beyonce. Sister Girl has an army behind her, and the army behind her actually reached out to Circle K, threatened to file a lawsuit if this young lady wasn't fired, and this young lady ended up being fired from her job at Circle K, yet proving that sometimes we nurses can be mean girls. We can. So the girl later apologized because she said that no, that may not be the reason that there is a nursing shortage. She stands on everything that she says because her experience with other nurses, that's been her experience. And so before I give you guys my opinion on the hot topic that's going on, I just want to play this compilation of videos so you guys can get a better understanding of exactly what's going on.
This Circle K worker's viral opinion on the nursing shortage caused her to lose her job. She says it's because these new nurses have very bad bedside manner, they're very mean, they have no empathy, they think that nursing is an aesthetic job, and that they think that they're just gonna clock into work, bring their Stanley, get a $3,000 check and leave. Essentially, she's saying that these new girls care more about the bag than caring for the actual patients. Now, in our comment section, you had people that agree with her, which is normal. You also had people who disagreed with her, which is normal. Both sides giving the reasoning as to why they think the OP is either right or wrong. I noticed that most of the people that stitched this video were not only nurses, but they also disagreed with the OP, including Nurse Morgan here, who is a social media influencer. She says that nobody tells people in male-dominated professions that they actually have to love what they do in order to do their job well. And goes on to say that the reason for the nursing shortage is that nurses are tired of being overworked and underpaid. She also says the OP, Selena, has no business speaking on this matter because she works at Circle K. That particular comment pissed a lot of people off, and they were calling Morgan out for being classist. They were not feeling how Morgan was trying to use Selena's job to undermine her opinion. Even though Selena may not be a nurse, her opinion could still be based off of her interaction or other people's interactions with nurses in healthcare, making her opinion just as valid as anybody else's. Things take a wild turn when Selena tells us earlier today that she got fired from her job because nurses, including Morgan, allegedly called corporate saying that they were going to sue Circle K unless they fired Selena. Now, I thought complaints like that were supposed to be anonymous, but even if Morgan didn't call herself, it is possible that her followers may have called and gotten Selena fired, which Selena also states in her video. Another reason why she thinks that Morgan tattled on her is because allegedly they were going back and forth in the comment section, and before Morgan blocked Selena, Morgan was all like, oh, I wonder how Circle K would feel about you filming this video in your Circle K shirt, even though Selena originally made that video while she was on break. Selena then goes on to say that there were also people making up stories about how they had received bad customer service from her, that she had a nasty attitude and stuff. And that overall, these alleged nurses prove Selena's point that they have no business being nurses because they're mean girls and lack empathy for other people. In response, Morgan denies that she made any calls to get Selena fired, and that overall it's unfortunate that Selena lost her job, and tells her followers to not bully or harass Selena. This whole situation is a hot-ass mess. I felt so bad that this girl lost her job.
Circle K, but you investigated and then you called up to her job to try to get her fired.
Don't mind my makeup. I fell asleep after 2 big cups of wine in my makeup. But anyway, it's 2 a.m. and I've been going down a fucking rabbit hole about this Nurse Morgan and a young lady who worked at Circle K thing. I don't understand why. So she said nurses, are mean, blah, blah, blah. They're not for the people. Well, not all of them, some of them. And like the nurses of TikTok, my friend always say, if you throw a rock at a pack of dogs, the one that hollers is the one that got hit.
Of anyone to make who does not work in healthcare. You work at Circle K.
That is elitism at its finest. That is classism at its finest, okay? It's crazy to me that a patient gives her viewpoint of being mistreated by a nurse, and you guys get into a fury about that situation to the point where you guys start calling Special K and calling the CEO, leveraging a lawsuit if they don't get her fired. Then they fire her because y'all got your pennies in a bunch because she gave her point of view, an accurate point of view of how a lot of some of y'all nurses be. A bunch of y'all be mean girls who don't care about patients. Yeah, don't care about their well-being. Yeah, only here for the cash. And that is a perfect example of why she made her video, and you made a perfect example of making this video. It's sad to me that a bunch of black women came together to get another black woman fired from her job. You know what I'm saying? Because she gave an opinion that was accurate about how you guys mistreat your patients. That is crazy. The only part that she got wrong was probably like the leading cause for why there's a nurse shortage. But everything else she said was accurate to the T, to the moment. So for you to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and come together and then levy a lawsuit to Special K for Special K to fire her shows us everything we need to know about you. You're an elitist. Thank you.
Okay, now that you guys know exactly what's going on, I will briefly just give you my opinion on the subject. I want to first start off by apologizing to the young lady for the fact that she lost her job behind this. I would never wish that on anyone. I understand how important it is in today's society to have a means of income. So I really and truly do feel sorry for her for that. And if there is anything I can do to help this chick out, I promise I'm willing to do it. Even as a nurse, even as someone that she was, maybe talking about, I feel bad. I feel bad that she lost her job behind all of this. I do know what it feels like to lose your job behind a TikTok. I've made videos about that before, and this is why I have actually stepped off of TikTok, because people are watching and they do not play if you give your opinion and they do not agree with it. So for one, I'm sorry about that. And for two, I want to apologize to her if this has been her own experience as a patient in a hospital, or if this has been her experience as a relative to a patient in the hospital. I do want to apologize about that. I do understand that she has came forward and said that she wants to apologize because she did make a mistake by saying that is the reason that there is a nursing shortage, because we all know that there's a nursing shortage because of a lack of seats in nursing school. There's a nursing shortage because nurses are not paid well. Believe it or not, I know that a lot of this nurse talk and luxury nurse talk may make you feel like a lot of nurses are out there buying Chanel bags and Van Cleef bracelets. And if you watch my episode this week on what nurses made me buy, a lot of nurse influencers have caused some of these nurses that don't have money to purchase these items that they cannot afford because they see nurse influencers on TikTok who have these items and they feel like they should too. However, there are nurses out there who are not well compensated. There are nurses out there who are mistreated, not only by patients, but also by managerial staff at the hospitals or different facilities, or CEOs who take advantage of their nurses, causing them to work mandatory overtime or preventing them from going on strike if they are living in a state that is unionized by nurses. There are many reasons that there are a nursing shortage, and nurses just wanting to look cute with their lashes and Crocs on is the least of the concern whenever it comes to having a nursing shortage. As far as wanting to be compensated as a nurse, there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to be paid for what you do. I will be the first to admit that every day that I go to work, I am not in an amazing mood. I'm not in a good mood every day that I go to work. And at times, there have been times where, because I wasn't in a good mood, my patients could feel it. And I may have been one of the nurses that she's speaking about in this video, nurses that just don't want to care for patients. And it's not because I have a lack of empathy. It's not because I don't want to communicate. It's because I'm human, and I went to work when I was having a bad day, and I didn't have the ability to leave what I was going through at home at the door before I went into work. That is, I don't care what anyone says, leaving home at home is a very hard feat. Some people have the ability to get distracted by work. Some people think work is a good distraction, but me, work is not a good distraction for me. If I'm already distracted and I'm having a bad day, going to work is just going to exacerbate those same feelings, those same emotions, and those same behaviors. So I often have to apologize to people on the days that I go to work and I'm just depressed or I'm just sad. I have to apologize to patients sometimes because I'm sorry, my tone was not right. I'm sorry. I should have taken the time to educate you on that and explain that to you, and not rushing out of here and acting like I didn't want to be in your room. At times, I have been that nurse that she has spoken of. So I do want to apologize if that's ever been her experience as a patient or a relative of someone in the hospital, because it happens. It happens. It is the truth, because we're humans, and it happens. Now, as far as feeling like you have to have a passion for nursing in order to be a good nurse, I have to completely disagree with that. I became a nurse because my grandmother is a nurse and my mother is also a nurse. When it came to finding a career that was stable, that provided me job security, that provided me a means to an end, nursing was it. It was almost all I knew. Between nursing and the military, that was the only thing I knew to do. So I got into this career field 9 years ago, and I've excelled at it. I've since then gotten my bachelor's degree in nursing. I've travel nursed. I float nurse currently. Do I have my days and do I have my moments where I probably do suck at it? Yes. And in the beginning, did I suck at it? Yes. But did I get into the career just for the money? Not necessarily for the money, but for the job security, yes. But does that make me a terrible nurse? No. Does that mean that I lack empathy, compassion, effective communication skills? No. I don't lack any of those things, and I only get better with them as time goes by. So I hate that has been her experience with nurses, and I understand that there's probably nothing that anyone can do to change that. And I understand that this nursing coalition behind Nurse Morgan has probably even, just made her opinion worse. But at the same time, like, one person's opinion about nursing should not matter that much to where we want to get them fired, to where we feel like we're above them because they work at Circle K and we work as nurses. Because let me tell you, all of this can be gone in the blink of an eye. I can make one mistake and lose my nursing license, and Circle K be the only job that I have left. Don't get me wrong, I'm educated. Don't get me wrong, I'm a hard worker, but all of this can be taken away is basically what I'm trying to say. So I do feel like maybe Nurse Morgan shouldn't have added the extra tidbit about the young lady working at Circle K and her having the inability to understand why the nursing shortage is here. she shouldn't have, I mean, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, this is my channel, I'm sharing my opinion, she shouldn't have said that, especially being that the young lady had already said that she feels like people size you up, or she feels like nurses size you up and decide how much care they're going to give you based off of your status in life. It kind of went along with what she was saying. It gave her a leg to stand on already. So I hate that it came to that. And again, I'm sorry to that girl. Sorry to that girl. But I wanted to just keep you guys updated on Circle K girl versus Nurse Morgan, because like I said, the girls are fighting on TikTok, okay? And I got to keep y'all on YouTube up to date, all right? So if you haven't already, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. We're trying to keep the channel growing, and I'll have more videos like this. If you are into nursing content, and if you are not into nursing content and you know someone else who is, I ask that you please share the video with them, to anyone that you may feel like may enjoy this video. Again, if you have forgotten, my name is Lenice, and I am going to head out. Peace.